Welcome to the Thermal Imperative. This video will analyze carrier dynamics in semiconductors, focusing on how temperature impacts majority and minority carrier concentration. In a semiconductor, control via doping provides ordered flow, while temperature introduces chaos. This thermal agitation makes conductivity a variable, influenced by impurity content, optical excitation, and temperature. The baseline shows intrinsic or pure semiconductors, where electron and hole concentrations are equal. Extrinsic or doped semiconductors, like N-type and P-type, have a majority carrier concentration significantly greater than the minority carrier concentration. The thermal roadmap illustrates carrier concentration across three main temperature regimes: the ionization region, the extrinsic plateau, and the intrinsic region. This curve dictates how the material's properties change with temperature. Region 1, at near 0 Kelvin, is a deep freeze. All electrons are held tightly in the valence band or donor level. Thermal energy is zero, leading to infinite resistivity. The material acts as an insulator. As temperature slightly rises, we enter the ionization region. Small thermal energy overcomes the weak bonds of donor atoms, promoting electrons from the donor level to the conduction band. Carrier concentration begins to rise. Region 2 is the extrinsic plateau, the typical operating range. Here, all dopants are ionized, but the temperature is too low to break CC bonds. The carrier concentration is constant and approximately equal to the donor concentration. Region 3 is the intrinsic region at high temperatures. High thermal energy excites many electrons across the band gap. Intrinsic carrier generation swamps the doped carriers, leading to thermal runaway and device failure. From the minority carrier perspective, the concentration is purely thermally generated and follows the intrinsic carrier concentration trend. At high temperatures, the minority concentration approaches the majority concentration. The mass action law states that the product of majority and minority carrier concentrations equals the square of the intrinsic concentration. As temperature increases and the intrinsic concentration grows, minority concentration must increase to maintain equilibrium. High temperature exponentially increases minority carriers. In a reverse-biased diode, this drives a high reverse leakage current, which can lead to excessive power dissipation and potential device failure. As temperature increases, the Fermi level migrates toward the intrinsic Fermi level. At very high temperatures, the semiconductor essentially, quote, forgets that it was doped, losing its extrinsic properties. In summary, the ionization region acts like an insulator. The extrinsic plateau is the stable, operational region. The intrinsic region results in flooding of carriers and device failure. Material matters. Materials with a wider band gap, like gallium arsenide compared to silicon and germanium, have a higher operating temperature before reaching the intrinsic region. This wider gap means more thermal energy is required to cause breakdown. The art of the plateau is effective engineering, managing heat to keep the semiconductor in the extrinsic plateau. This balances ionization against the destructive chaos of intrinsic generation.